celebrating 60 years of covering the Inland Northwest. Your official home of the 2012 Summer Games. This is KHQ Local News Today. Right now on KHQ, breaking news.
Good morning. We do begin with two brand new stories that we continue to follow closely that you saw first on KHQ, one in Northwest Spokane, the other in Athol, Idaho.
First, an early morning robbery. Right now we want to go live to Blake Jensen, who's been following this since 4 o'clock this morning with the very latest details. Blake?
Yeah, Shelly, Sean, good morning. And that's right, this robbery did happen about 4 o'clock this morning right here at the McDonald's on Indiana and Monroe, right at the corner there. Again, happening about 4 o'clock this morning. Not getting a lot of information from Spokane Police Department as they are conducting their investigation and trying to keep information closely guarded at this point. But what we have been able to confirm with them was that a white male somehow got into the McDonald's, pointed a gun at the 4 employees and robbed them. Now, they haven't been very clear with us, Spokane Police haven't been clear with us on how that suspect got inside of the McDonald's. We don't know that because it is a 24-hour McDonald's, but the outside of the store is locked. Only the drive-through is open 24 hours long. So still, police haven't confirmed any of that information with us. Again, all they're telling us is that it was a white, unidentified male, entered the McDonald's store, pointed a gun at the 4 employees, and robbed them. When we first arrived, cops were crisscrossing the neighborhoods here trying to find a suspect. To this point, they do not have anybody in custody, and again, they hope to figure out a little bit more information. We hope to learn a little bit more information as we head throughout the rest of the morning, guys.
Right now on KHQ, breaking news.
And our other breaking news story this morning, first on scene from Athol, Idaho.
Matt Rogers live with details of what is happening there. As you look at a map of the area, Matt, tell us what you know so far.
Well, Sean, Shelley, I'm giving you a live look via my Eagle Eye camera on top of my truck here. This is Merritt Brothers Lumber Company and Manufacturing. I talked to a foreman that works here a little bit ago. He told me around 4 a.m. he received a phone call that there was a fire here at the lumber mill. He responded. What they determined was, and you can see the smoke coming out of it right now, that fire was in the chip bin area of the mill here. They were able to contain it to that. It did not spread, so certainly avoiding what could have been a disaster here. But right now you can see some smoke still spilling out of that chip bin. But at this point in time, it's not really a threat to any other parts of the mill. They do have fire personnel out here on standby, keeping an eye on it. But what I'm told by that foreman is they say they will probably be out of work today as they let this thing burn itself out, and then they hope to get back to work tomorrow. There were no employees, at least as to his knowledge, that were here on site at the time that the fire broke out. He's not sure how it got called in. Maybe a neighbor living nearby or whatever saw the smoke and called it in. But that is the latest here. Nobody injured. Again, the fire contained to the chip bin here at Merritt Brothers Lumber Company. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. In other news, new this morning, an 8th grader from Wenatchee has been expelled for a year after bringing a handgun and ammunition to school. The boy is a student at Eastmont Junior High School and was expelled on Wednesday. Now, according to the Wenatchee World, school administrators say that it did not appear the student had any intention of harming anyone, but state law requires that expulsion since the boy brought a gun on campus. The student will be given a chance to appeal that expulsion, however.
Multiple sources now confirming former Republican presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann will make an endorsement later today. Bachmann reportedly will endorse Mitt Romney and will appear with him at a campaign event in Portsmouth, Virginia. With Newt Gingrich officially suspending his campaign yesterday, Romney looks to have the Republican nomination sealed. The Minnesota Congresswoman suspended her own campaign back in January, but had so far declined to back any of the other candidates. Later today, that is expected to change. Also today, the federal government will release a number of documents taken from the compound in Pakistan where Osama bin Laden was killed last year. Those documents will be released in English translation along with original versions in Arabic. The documents will be posted online this morning along with a report placing them in context and offering an overview of their contents. And finally, President Obama inviting all Americans to join as their faith and conscience guide them in a national day of prayer. President declared this Thursday a National Day of Prayer at the beginning of the month. His declaration asks Americans to join in giving thanks for the blessings that we enjoy and to pray for guidance, grace, and protection for the nation.
Now to Greensboro, North Carolina. Emotions are running high this morning at the criminal trial of former Democratic presidential candidate John Edwards in the wake of one of Edwards' late wife Elizabeth's friends taking the stand. Edwards' daughter Kate will likely be at her father's side again this morning as he enters the courtroom. Christina Reynolds took the stand on Wednesday. Reynolds is a former campaign staffer and close friend of Elizabeth Edwards and began to testify about Elizabeth's knowledge of her husband's affair.
It was a very emotional moment, very touching, very real, very human when Kate Edwards left the courtroom crying.
Reynolds spoke of details regarding the Edwards relationship and how upset Elizabeth was over the affair. Edwards' ex-aide Matthew Nelson will continue his testimony today as well. 2 of the 13 people charged in the hazing death of a Florida A&M band member are waking up behind bars this morning. The 2 were taken to the Leon County Jail in Tallahassee yesterday. 26-year-old Robert Champion died 5 months ago after authorities say he was beaten to death by other members of the band. 11 of the suspects are charged with felony hazing resulting in that death. This morning, fans of former NFL star Junior Seau are mourning. They say while he was sleeping, well-wishers leaving flowers outside his home in Southern California and gathering for a vigil. He died Wednesday of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Of course, he played for the San Diego Chargers for 13 years, then playing for the New England Patriots before leaving the NFL in 2009. He was only 43 years old.
Right now, your weather in the 6s.
Well, good morning to everybody up in Mazama and Winthrop. You're going to have snow, not in town, up above you, above 4,000 feet through that area along the east slopes. 2 to 4 inches of snow today. Here we are, first week of May. It's still snowing out there. We're also going to get rain in Spokane. Not yet. You can see some dark clouds, but we've also got light clouds. It's out there to the west. It's out there to the south, and it's going to be rolling in later in the morning. And once it starts, it's going to be light rain off and on through the afternoon, overnight into tomorrow. We could get anywhere from a couple of 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch or more when this ends, probably tomorrow afternoon. A little bounce on the camera, but the winds are only about 10 miles an hour now. They'll pick up in the afternoon, but they won't be as bad as yesterday. They'll get stronger tomorrow. 39 degrees is a nice place to be this time of day, this time of year. This is the Methow Valley looking to the south, and you can see the liquid on the lens, and you can see those winds blowing the flag around. It's raining there right now. This is the river bridge over the Wenatchee River. And you can see those winds blowing, and you can see the moisture on the ground. It's wet there. They've got rain. All of that's coming towards us. Now, it's not hitting the ground in all of these areas, but it's moving our way, guys. Later this morning, we're going to get rain. Tomorrow, we're also going to have more rain. Looks like the weekend's going to be pretty nice.
It's amazing how we can rewind the tape on this thing and just have you keep playing the same thing over again.
I haven't changed a word. I'm actually on tape right now and have been for 3 days.
This is actually a forecast from February, right?
It is. Yeah. Nothing changes, guys.
Well done, George. George on a loop.
Well, someone who's doing a fantastic job for us this morning.
Yeah, Trooper Jeff 70, good enough to get up early and take us live to the livestock show down at the fairgrounds. Trooper Jeff, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, thanks for being down here. The 77th annual Junior Livestock Show and Sale here at the fairgrounds, and I'm joined by the Junior Livestock Show ambassadors. What is your name?
Kayla Doob. I'm from Tico.
And what's the best part of Junior Show?
Best part of the Junior Show is probably meeting new people, getting to hang out with everyone that you usually don't get to see.
Very good. And what is your name?
Aaron Weber from Colton.
What's your best part about Junior Show?
My favorite part is the dedication and the work ethic that it takes to get to Junior Show and how much work you have to do here as well.
All right, very good. And last but not least?
I'm Savannah Ward and I'm from Reardon.
And your best part of Junior Show?
I definitely like the competition, and it's different from sports, and I think it's more competitive than sports actually, and you get money out of it, so.
Very good, guys, and as you can see, festivities already underway here in the hog barn. About 290 hogs here in this barn, and kids are working hard already to get the pens cleaned, and we'll have showing starting today. Again, free to the public. Come on down and see us, and watch these kids. Are doing a great job.
Yeah, Jeff, you really have put your heart and soul in this with yourself and your family. Talk about how important this program is to our area youth.
Yeah, I mean, when you consider the dollar amount last year, the sale, which is again Saturday and Sunday, anybody can come down. The public's welcome to purchase these animals. Over $300,000 in sales for the weekend, and you're supporting your local youth here. Homegrown, we've got again pigs, lambs, goats, cattle, and these kids again are doing a great job. A lot of these kids will use this money to go to college. So what a great event! 77 years here in Spokane, and we're going to move over. We're going to move over to the cattle barn and see what's going on over there next.
Oh, awesome! Live pictures there from the fairgrounds. Junior Livestock Show. Checking back with Trooper Jeff in a little bit. He's making our job look easy.
Yeah.
We can't do his job.
No, absolutely not. No, we cannot do the trooper thing. All right, 6:10, and coming up after the break, we have new pictures for you this morning out of Portland. An unsuspecting child who's caught the fascination of this lion.
Yeah, look at this video.
My gosh.
We'll have that story and tell you exactly what happened. Incredible to watch this. 10 past 6, and we'll check in with Dave. Back in a minute.